Hey everybody, and welcome back. So in today's video we are doing our December budget setup. So we have all of our stickers from our Etsy shop here. We're going to be using these to set up our spreads for the month of December. So we're going to flip on over to December in our Erin Condren monthly planner here. So this here is our monthly calendar view kit here. Absolutely love it. Made it a little bit darker than I normally do, so it came out really pretty. In the, I kind of wish I went with like a neutral for, because I don't want to make them too thick that you have to line it up just perfect, so it will stay. But the green is not vibing with this. Okay, let's see how that works. Alright, so everybody ready for the last month of 2022? It has been a very fast going year. I feel like it's flown by. I think everyone says that when it gets this close to the end of the year, but it has definitely just went by so quickly. It has been an up and down year. It's always interesting. But let's get these laid down. Alright, so this is our monthly view page here, and here I will track all of our expenses from our cash envelopes, as well as put in our no spends, and when we pay our bills, make sure we keep up with all of those for when they clear. So that is what this is for our household. Then flipping on over, the next page we like to do is our debt. So we have 4 debts, and I'm not going to be able to fill in the Highlander and Camaro quite yet, but I will show it to y'all when I get those ending numbers for the cars. They just haven't cleared all the way through, so I don't know exactly how much it is yet. But we are going to go ahead and set it up and have it ready to go. All right, there we go. So I like using Debt Tracker because we only have 4 debts, and I just like keeping track of exactly what we're got in our debt. So, but we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so for debts we have the family car, then we have the Camaro, we have medical, and student loans. Alright, so there's those. And then I pay the cars twice a month. We don't have to. I just split the payment in half, and every 2 weeks make a payment to kind of help keep that balance for the interest down a little bit and going towards the principal more. So it's always fun making sure more goes to the principal. But we like to keep track of that. That way we know when we paid it and how much we paid on it. We'll take this one. We'll pull out the green in this one. I didn't want to go too Christmassy, but I did pull out some greens and some like more pinkish red colors. So, but there's that. Beautiful. Now the next 2 sheets we set up will definitely be our fun ones. So every month we set these up with our paycheck breakdown and our budget. So we're going to use our pretty plaid washi here. All right. There we go. Beautiful. And I like to use the same one on the same sheet, that way it kind of goes together. That's just me, and I'm using one of the ones that kind of overcut, so I didn't waste it. So I hope everyone had a fun holidays with Thanksgiving, and if they were able to do any Black Friday shopping, Cyber Monday, or the Small Business Saturday. Any of that stuff done this week for your holidays. Was able to have fun with your family. We went to my sister's and had a blast. She did a very fabulous job on cooking everything. She wanted to do it all herself this year. So it was quite fun. We dressed up, did a themed Thanksgiving, and dressed up like Grease characters and stuff, so it was very fun and and a little like it was a very interesting Thanksgiving, to say the least. So my nephew's already kind of given us idea for next year. He wants to do a full Western themed, so we'll see if that goes through. But it was fun dressing up versus cooking and having a good time. Lay this side down. So what holiday traditions have y'all started already? And if you have any elf on the shelf ideas, let me know, because it's that time of year and I'm gonna be running out of ideas really quickly. Actually, we might just use black. All right, so first side I like to set up is our budget side. That way we can see what our numbers are to transfer to our paycheck breakdown. I'll explain it as we go, so no problems. All right, first income type is James. And for the month of December, there are 5 Fridays that will be having him a check come in. So we do 800 times 5. Might be a little over what we should probably do, but we're gonna see. We'll see how it goes for the month. So that is a total of 4,000 roughly for him. And then myself, hopefully to bring in 300. Last few months I have slacked very badly. And then we have other. All right, let's lay down our total strip. And then for other, we don't expect anything. It's just if we maybe purchase some, or not purchase, sell something, return items, have any kind of like refunds come back, anything like that is what other goes for. So that'll be 4,300, what we're expecting for this time. All right, let's see. We want to use this one. So cute. Oh, went sideways. There we go. All right, so when I have these in the shop, you can do either your expenses and list them straight down, like I do on my paycheck breakdown, or split them up between fixed and variable, which is the way I like to go, just so that way I know what we're expecting on the fixed side and what we're expecting on the variable side. All right, so fixed. For our fixed expenses, we have a decent amount. So first up, we have cars, and that totals $920, and that's for 2. Then we have rent for $600. We have Allstate, which is our insurance, and our insurance is $292. Our cell phone is $188. Then we have internet, at $66. We have storage. This will be the last time y'all will see storage. So excited. At 64. Student loans. At 60. And then pest control at 33. Now all of these here completely funded from November's income. So we don't have to worry about funding any of these. They're all fully funded, which is the great thing. We're gonna skip a line because you never know. You might forget something and remember it later. Hopefully I didn't, but now next up we are gonna do our variable side. Perfect. All right, for our variable expenses, we have a lot more than our fixed side. First up is our power. And hopefully after I figure out exactly if it stays at the same amount this month, I might be able to move power onto the fixed side for a while if it stays at the same amount. So we budget 200 right now for that one. Then we have water. And power and water are pretty much based off our usage is how it comes in billed. So we budget 100. And then groceries, 400. Not 400, 600. Hold on. Fix that. 600. $600 for us. Here, pretty good sometimes about keeping way under budget. I've been making sure to like very strategically shop what we actually need and shop sales that are actually a good sale price and different things like that to try to stay in that budget. Don't really have the extra to increase the grocery budget, so we try to really maintain that amount there. Then we have gas. I did roll over $2 to fully fund this to $400 because it was $3.99 in November doing the last paycheck. So $2 rolled over from the end for the budget results, and y'all will see that video to fund that up. Okay, and then we have spending. So for spending, we are having $100, and that'll be $50 for James, $50 for me for the month. And then these ones here, so we have sinking fund, savings, wait, hold on, we're adding, wait a second, I keep forgetting to make this back up here. Miscellaneous was fully funded at $50. So put that back where it's supposed to go. All right, now these ones here, so sinking funds, savings, debt, the cushion, and then unbudgeted. All of these will depend on, well, these four will depend on what we bring in extra that we can put towards them throughout the month of December. But the ones that have numbers in beside them are all fully funded from November. Now, hopefully that everyone makes sense. To flip on over and do our paycheck breakdown side. So we use the same income in our December budget because that's the income that will be coming in to fund all of our bills and expenses for January. All right, so we have James, myself, and other. All right, perfect. So that will be budgeted $4,000 for him, $300 for me, and nothing for other. So that totals the $4,300. There we go. Looks fabulous. And we're going to use this one in the middle. All right. Now for this side, I list all of our expenses straight down, and I will be showing y'all a few changes for this side. So fun. I love changes, especially when they're going down. All right, so first up, I try to keep them from highest to lowest. That way I make sure to tackle those first, because like my car, rent, groceries, utilities, all of those need to be taken care of. So we go from our highest amount to our lowest amount on bills and most important, like cash envelope ones that we need, and then we'll list the other few at the bottom. So let's get started. First up, cars at the $920. Then we have rent at $600. Groceries at $600. Gas at $400. Utilities, which is power and water, at $300. Allstate at $292. Then we have AT&T, and this one is actually coming down by $44 going into January. We would have James's loan paid off, which is awesome. So that one is coming down, and we will only be funding $210 towards that going forward until we pay mine off, and then it'll go down some more. And then that'll be our payment until one of us really, really needs a phone, because hopefully we won't for a while. All right, next up we have student loans. Fully funding that at $60. Pest control is getting a $33. Miscellaneous, $50. Spending, $150. Sinking funds, hoping to put $250. Savings, adding $100. And we have debt, hoping to put $250 towards that. And then the cushion, $85 remaining in there. All right, so all of these numbers here add up to our $4,300, which is our minimum amount that we're expecting to bring in, as long as all things go correctly. But that is our minimum amount that we are working with, which is why we did not go over that amount for our expenses here. And all of these will be covered for January, which is super fun. Luckily, January is a slow month for like birthdays. We don't have anyone a January birthday in our family, so that is going to be great. And then the next one, I don't think it's till February, so there's that. Holidays are pretty much done. We'll have Valentine's Day will be the first one, so that'll be in February. So lots of things will lighten up on holiday wise and birthdays for a little while, so that's fun. Oh, we forgot our sticker here. Almost. All right, we're gonna skip a line on this side just the same. All right, so there is our paycheck breakdown and December budget set up. Now flipping on over, we do our weekly check-in and transaction log. Where did my other, oh, there it is. All right, we're using the dark one again. So I absolutely love doing weekly check-ins. It keeps me on track on where we're spending money at and how much we have left for the rest of the month. I try to check in at least once a week, depending on when it feels right sometimes. I have tried to do them on Fridays. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, but I try to at least get it done. Even if I don't record it, try to just do a look over and make sure that it is correct and we're not too crazy on what we've spent so far, so we have plenty left. But there are a few categories that we check in for each and every week. We check in for our groceries, our gas, spending, miscellaneous, and then unbudgeted. So we have 5 categories that we check in for just to make sure like everything's good to go. And if there's anything that we need to adjust, we do that then. So we're going to skip 5 lines so that way each week we can account for all 5 of those categories. And then I will be right back. So there is our weekly check-in. Now on the other side, I do a transaction log. I like to have a running sheet this way just to see an overall pattern for our spending. And then I'll try to do the highlighter method as well and keep track of it with it that way. It's always fun going through and just highlight and then be like, I know I have that and this one tracked. It just keeps you on your toes and something fun and festive, colorful. I have them color coordinated. All right, so there's a transaction log for this side. Really pretty. Now for our last one that we chose is for sinking funds. So we do sinking funds on this side. Sinking funds there, and then we do our transaction log on the other side. That way if we use any of our sinking funds, I'll write it down. That way we know where the money has gone and keep track of it. And also helps like to overview and see what you've spent money on without forgetting throughout the whole year, so you kind of know where your budget's at for the following year. So all right, here we are. So that's pretty much all we do for here. Okay, sinking funds. There we go. All right, so we're gonna write in our categories and our beginning amounts for the start of December. I did close them out. That way I can have an idea of where we're sitting at, especially for Christmas. If I need to figure out if I need to get anything else. So I have a idea of what's left if we need to add more to it. So we have anniversary first. And that has $12. Then we have birthdays. And that's $22. Car maintenance. There is nothing in there. Car tags. Nothing right now. Should be adding money to this for our tags due in February. So hopefully we'll add that to it this month. Then we have Christmas. We still have $120. Clothes. We actually went over and closed by $29. So hopefully we can even that out. Dance is $9. Family fun. We have 20. Gifts. There is nothing left. Holiday is 20. So holidays is every holiday but Christmas. So if like the kids have something going on at school, we use it there, or we do something at home, it comes from there for holidays. We have lawn that has 5. Medical has nothing. That would be for like over-the-counter medicines, prescriptions, or first aid, things like that. Then we have mail, and this is my leftover spending money that I didn't use throughout the month. I just added in here to cover the next hair appointment or something that I want for myself. I don't do nails really, so I don't need to say nails because I don't really go. So it's mainly hair, just getting it trimmed and stuff like that. Then we have pets, which has nothing in it right now. We need to get that one funded up a little. We have Sam's Club, which has the renewal amount of $145, and I think I might have to add $5. I want to say it goes up by $5, but that has 2 cards, and I might take one off because we always use mine. So don't see a point of having my husband on it when he doesn't go or use his, so we might be reducing that. So we'll see when it comes up to renew it. And then we have school, which we just bought the twins' school pictures, so it wiped out what we had in there. We have vision, which has nothing. And lastly, we have utilities. So this one here is for when I over budget and the bills come in less than, we put the extra in here to cover when a bill is higher. So right now it has $20 sitting in there. So it's just a little buffer in case we have like a crazy high bill come through. So, and we're gonna skip a line, lay this down here. Beautiful. We're gonna lay down this beauty. On that side, and one on this side. Okay. And that is our last one that we set up. I always love having these done before the month starts. That way I know what we're looking at and it's ready to go for the new month. So let's do an overview. So we have our monthly calendar set up here, our debt tracker and transaction log ready to go, paycheck breakdown and December budget, weekly check-in, transaction log, sinking funds, and its transaction log. So that is everything we need. I will do the lines off of camera, and I really hope that y'all enjoyed this December budget setup, and I can't wait to catch y'all in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all then. Bye bye now.